So just introducing, welcome Julie to our Getting Started Right call. Just want to use this call as a tool for new coaches to understand what their next step is. Actually, with you, you've already jumped right into inviting people and doing the three-way message stream, which is awesome. Usually, once we get done with this call, then that's what I have coaches go set out and do for themselves. But we'll kind of work through that and get you going into the next step of the three-way message stream, which is more about inviting to a challenge group, because you've just been inviting to the Shakeology event, which is still awesome. So, so what we like to do is, you have been a challenger in the past, you're a lover of Shakeology, and putting it out there that you could actually get some people on board to cover your Shakeology and earn some extra income was what I proposed to you, and now you're running with it. So get the Smart Start training you've been into, and you got your, tell me what you did so far in there.
I have gone through, let's see, I filled out, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to fill it out online or if I was supposed to just write in, but I'm more of a, I have to be hands-on, actually write it.
Okay, that's good to know. I like that too.
So I actually wrote it in, but I went through, I connected to all the social media, and then I watched all the videos on how to set up the website. So I went through my website, I added some pictures, I added a profile, I kind of changed around some of the ads and stuff. They told me that, they said that you could do that. So I went through that. I kind of played around with the coach office online thing, just to get to know it a little bit better. And let's see. And then I created my action plan on the back here.
Okay.
So
you talking about this, can you tell me a little bit more about yourself? I know you're a teacher, but how long have you been teaching? What do you teach? What do you?
I have been teaching this will be my 11th year, but I've been in about 5 different places. I came out taking a part-time job because I had already had my first daughter. I have 3 kids. My oldest just turned 9. So coming out, I went into preschool type music, and I teach music, so I got my music education degree.
Just like Julene.
Yeah, so I teach K through 12. Yeah. So so I started with preschool, and I did that for a year, and then I went to I did elementary for my first 5 years at 2 different places. And then I have taught, I was a permanent sub for a while, and then I did some, I worked at Solon Center for the Arts for a while and taught some music there, and then finally got my job here I'm working in Nordonia now, so I teach in a middle school, 7th and 8th choir music, and then I kind of help out in the district at other places, like elementaries and stuff, so... Yeah, and then I teach voice lessons and piano lessons in the evenings.
Oh, nice. Oh, my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah, which I love. That's, my favorite thing. Truthfully, if I was going to be completely honest with you, I would love to do this and lessons. Yes. That is my ultimate goal, is to get out of the whole public school thing, because I see that as going south fast. And plus, I have 3 kids, so I'd love to be able to be involved a little bit more. And as a teacher, it's I'm not around as much as I'd like to be. So
that's awesome. That was going to be my next question. I was going to ask you, how does that compare to what your dream job is, what you're doing now, and to what your dream job? So you just told me your dream job.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me take note of that, Beachbody. And then, that's what a lot of my teacher friends say. I feel so my heart goes out to them, because it's it just, being a teacher is so almost voluntary anyways, and then you're getting just pulled in every direction, and your heart is being taken away from it. So
and I would miss the music part, so I love doing the lessons, because it's more one-on-one and kind of what I want to do instead of
nice. Okay, well, that's an awesome goal to have. I love this. Okay, lessons, voice, and what'd you say, piano or
piano? Yeah, basic piano.
Awesome. My daughter loves that. She loves singing and music and everything. I got to get her started on something like that. She always
Yeah.
wants me to make a video of her to put on YouTube of her doing something. So.
Yeah, that new Facebook, what is it? That like Facebook Live. Oh my gosh, my girls love doing that. My husband does it all the time. And they'll be like, let's do a music video. And then he'll put it live. Oh, it's ridiculous.
So 3 kids, all girls?
The youngest is a boy.
Okay.
He's 2, yeah. So.
Okay, so full-time busy mommy here and working and part-time with lessons. So another thing we want to make sure that we talk about is your time management.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge. But we'll go into that. The other thing, well, so now you answered my question about how does that compare to your dream job. So that's a goal that we have for you. Let's go into your time management. Right now you have your summer off until when?
I go back the 3rd week of August. So.
Okay. So we got about 5 more weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I try to think about it.
Sorry. So, but that's awesome. That's a good amount of time. So we're gonna do some good stuff by then. So I think we have another coach on our team, Kim. I don't know if you saw her video within the sneak peek.
Right.
And she goes back like that same time as you too. So kind of joke with her about it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But something like with, I know I mentioned this to you as well, but something about with teachers, and I have teaching in my blood. I'm not a teacher. Well, I'm a personal trainer. So I was teaching people, that way. And then a fitness instructor teaching people that way. But I have it in my blood. I love teaching what I learn and passing on to others. And I just find that if you're not a teacher and you don't know how to do that already, if you learn how to do that, you're going to fly in this business. And you already knowing how to do that and taking it and running with it. I mean, Kim got this before I even had to tell her how to do anything. So my point is that I feel like you're going to catch on before I even have to tell you what to do next type of thing. So if that happens, then just go with it and run with it. You can check in with me and be like, hey, I just found this. And what do you think of this? And
right.
Just kind of run with it. So basically all I want to do is just kind of give you some tips on your next action plan and going over this business quick start really quick, and then let you go out and start flying and building your business.
Okay.
So time management. Tell me about how is your day right now? Like your kids are home probably.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have what happened? You guys are playing so nice. What happened? I'm sorry. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I think you're okay. You're gonna make it. Where's Daddy?
Upstairs.
Okay. I think you're okay. Can you go to racing still? Can you keep racing for a little bit? Can you keep racing? My husband went to work an hour earlier today, and I didn't know about it, so I don't know how this is going to go. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Okay, what are we going to try and do? Can we go try and do some more racing? Okay, go do some more racing. I'll be right out to race with you guys, okay? Or you want to play dinosaurs? What do you want to do?
I like those.
Those are for Mommy. Okay. Come on, Mommy's on a call here, so can you guys go play race time and play dinosaurs, and I'll be right out to play, okay? Okay? We're doing so good. Okay, sorry. Okay, so time management. So how is it with you when your kids are home? Do you have the time to, what do you think, like how many hours a day do you have to build your business and, reach out to people and be in conversation and, that kind of thing? How do you see your day working out for that?
Right now I'm pretty free. I mean, we try to plan things, obviously as a family every once in a while, but during the day, I mean, we usually get up, I usually go to the gym and then come home, and then we're
okay,
hanging out for the rest of the day. So I've been, my phone is always attached to me, so that's always the easiest part. And I think that that's going to be the easiest part about this is that, you know, a lot of it can be done through, you know, social media and things, which is helpful because I'm on that, you know, I'm already on that all the time. And, you know, our district is a Twitter district. So I'm actually going to try to stick with maybe doing like my own Facebook page, like a different one than my own personal one, because, like, I try not to, I don't know, like I don't put any, like my students always ask me, hey, do you have Facebook or do you have this? And I never like friend anybody that's not, you know, like an actual close friend that I actually know. So I'm thinking if I do like a public profile that I'll do something separate. And then Twitter, I'd like to keep for right now, like my school social media, unless I open another one, of course, but.
Okay. So you would have like, okay, so it's kind of like you would be able to do it in the mom cracks throughout the day is kind of what I do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, whenever, yeah.
And I do so much on my phone, too, as well. Whenever I have a minute, you know, I'm getting back to a message or I'm, you know, they're laying, yeah, whatever.
Right, yeah.
Cool. All right. So you're pretty much like me on that, too. I'm going to rate mom cracks throughout the day.
Kids go to bed. I mean, usually after they go to bed at like, I don't know, 8:30, that's usually a good time. So.
Okay. And then, yeah, there's tons of, so you went through the Facebook thing about making your page public and you're kind of hesitant on that?
Yeah.
Okay. How many friends do you have on that profile, do you think?
A lot. So that's the only thing. It's like, I was going through, that's when I started asking people, I was going through all my friends, and I've collected a lot of friends because I've been in so many different places that as a teacher, you meet so many different people. So it's kind of nice. And plus I lived in South Carolina for a while. So like I have people down there and I have a huge network of people. So that was kind of like, I want to be able to post things on my page so that the people can like have a link to my other Facebook page, I guess, if that's possible. I don't even know how that can happen, but I just worry about public because I also have some crazy relatives that I'm not sure I want to see like everything.
Yeah.
And coworkers that I'm like, no, like I've blocked from my, you know, that kind of thing. So I don't know. I was thinking if we could somehow link an extra Facebook page to this one that's public, that they could find me real easily, and that I could use my Facebook page I have now to like promote in some ways, but not post everything, I guess.
Okay. There is a way to do that. So the thing is, and I think you're understanding while I'm asking you that, is you have your hot market with your network on your personal page.
Right. So
the other thing that you can do, and you should do, which is great, you're going to go and run with this. I know you're going to have it all set up by today, but is to create a like page, a business page.
Okay.
And that can be like Julie Boslick Fitness, which sounds awesome. I think that has an awesome ring to it, or whatever you want to call it. But make sure it's your name and something you know, easy at the end.
Okay.
So that is great to set up and start creating, showing that you're alive and over on that page as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because then the reason why that's good to have is once you do blow through all of your hot market and warm market, you start reaching people that way to build and connect with them that way with new people. Okay. But so what you can do, create a like page, look into creating a like page and make it public. And then you can start posting on there, and then you can say, like you're saying, like, I just, did a great workout today, only 30 minutes. I can't believe, whatever you're sharing, or this awesome recipe I just made for my family and everybody loved it. And you can share a picture of it, but then do like a link, recipe here type of thing. And you'll get your URL that will be like facebook.com, like mine is Fit Coach Lindsay. And I think you can pick out what you want your URL to be, like your Julie Boslick Fitness or whatever you want it to be. So then you just do that little link at the bottom and they'll keep going over to that page. So it's not like you're completely sharing everything on your personal page, I guess. You're kind of drawing them over there.
Right.
It's kind of a balance in between there, because you do want to give little teasers of what you're doing on your personal page.
Right.
So if you can find some kind of balance for that makes you comfortable, but yet still kind of pushes you out of being uncomfortable, because we got to get to all those people, especially,
Right.
you know, you have all those great teacher friends, and
Right.
you got to get them going with like what your kind of goals are. You know, let's do this full time and stay home with your kids and do some extra teaching on the side type of thing.
Right.
That's like my mission for every mom. Like what you just said that you want to do. I want to help every mom do this for themselves, stay home with their kids, and then do what they really love on the side. So, so yeah, if you can think of some kind of balance for that, then we'll work on that for sure.
Okay.
And then the other thing you can do too is when you know, say you do make your page public, when you do a post, like say you do something about your kids or you don't want to share it with everybody, then you can choose, do you already know this? You can choose like who you want to.
Yeah. Each picture.
So, yeah. But then what's going to happen, and I don't know if you saw this in any of the explanations, but the way that I started to get a lot of new friends is I would post something, and since it's public, every one of my friends that clicked on it, then their friends saw it, and then their friends started following me. So then, and then they friend requested me, and then it just keeps going and going, because every click that I get on my post that's, you know, since it's public, then I have, you know, 5 times more people, 10 times more people seeing it. So that's kind of the thing behind wanting it to be public. So,
right.
Yeah, we'll think of some kind of balance for that. So the making your page, making your like page, work on that. That'll be awesome. And then just, you say you're going to the gym right now. Are you still doing like anything with 21 Day Fix at all, or using the, you know, the?
Yeah, I do the videos like when I can't go. I'll just like pick my favorites.
Okay.
I really like, why I'm getting the size ones is because I really like doing like Zumba at the gym. Like I danced for like 9 years, so I love, like, that just makes it fun for me, I guess. And it's hard for me to, that's always been a issue with me, is to want to do it. So if it like adds something that I like to do, it makes it easier.
And
so I usually go to the gym, I'll like go and do Zumba, and then I'll go up and do some more cardio of some sort, like treadmill, and then I'll go and do some weights or whatever. But at least it starts me off doing something that I like. So
okay, awesome. And that's perfect to share right there. You know, it's, I mean, my note here is just to talk about how you start sharing your journey and to get people to start, you know, following what you're doing and seeing how it's working for you and how you love it and how you're feeling and your results you're having, whether it's scale or non-scale. Because that's, you know, you doing the like page and sharing it on there, and then figuring out how to share it on your personal page. But that's like the most important thing to start doing right now, because then when you get to the point of, you know, where you do a call to action and you post that we're having our next challenge group, then it's going to be so much easier, because people already know that it's working for you and you feel great and that type of thing.
Okay.
So that's what I call the jab, 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 right hooks. I actually have the book right here. When you do your jabs, you're adding value to your target audience. So your other moms, you know, your other teachers, and letting them know, you know, hey, I can do this in my own home, or I can make this fun, or here's an easy recipe that I did, and look at how much I actually get to eat. Or, you know, even the kids love this, and something like I'm running out the door with my Shakeology type of thing. All those things, and then sprinkle in some cute things about your kids.
Right.
But I wanted to make sure we went over that, because that's going to be super important to start getting that flow going, you know, 2 to 3 times a day, getting some kind of post going.
Okay.
So, and then also with the Shakeology challenge, we're gonna be able to start with that first. So think about, you know, you're gonna post that you're starting the challenge or something. And a lot of times too, like I have to get a lot better at this too. You try and do most of your face, because that's going to be your brand. So it's going to be something like with you holding, you know, your Shakeology. I know I went on about it so much too. But then I went back and looked at my pictures, because I try to self-evaluate my posts like every couple of days. And I'm like, no, I don't have a lot of my face in here. And when I do pictures of my face, they get so much more interaction. So you have a gorgeous face. It's going to be your brand. Yes, you do. You do.
I take pictures of my children, and that's about it.
Well, pictures of your children do great as well if you want them to be holding, a Shakeology cup as well. But
yeah,
I mean, pictures of you gotta get in there because it's going to be your brand, and they do so well. And just something like with you holding your Shakeology cup and saying that you're excited for the journey, and then post that you have 4 or 5 friends coming with you, and just how you're feeling along the way. So that would be your first thing that you'll want to share with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then next, let's talk about. So you created your action plan. Let me hear about how that went.
Yeah, it says for the why, obviously I've had many issues with weight over the years, and I want to do something that can be a hobby but also help me get healthy, because overall I'm very active. Obviously I'm a teacher. I have a Fitbit and I get 15,000 steps a day, but that doesn't do anything for me. And I have 3 kids, so I'm running all over the place, but like actual lose weight, it's very hard for me, and it's always been. So like I want to like be able to intertwine something in my life that is for me, that I can, see some healthy steps. I just got my blood work done a little while ago, and I have high cholesterol, and he's like, well, and I've never had that before, and he's like, well, if I'll give you 6 months, before we put you on anything to see if, you can lower it. So I'm like, okay, great, So, but there's always going to be those things that if I keep on the path that I'm on, that, I'm going to run into those things, because I have, things in my past, things that my family has that are going to crop up, especially if I'm not at my, most healthy. And, the thing is I always think back, I know I can do it because I've done it before, which is sad to me because now I'm like more than I ever was before. But after I had my second, that's all right. After I had my second, I decided, like, I had lost my job and I was like really depressed and everything. And so I decided to lose weight, and I lost 75 pounds, and like, I was so happy and so feeling great and like running all the time. And then I got a job again and had my third, and then it just all went, life happened. So I need to find something that I can sustain and make a life change instead of just, like a fad that I'm doing. So, and I think that's what I need to show my husband the most too, is that I can continue on it and like be successful at it, and so that he can see a change in me for the long run, I guess.
So basically be consistent.
Yeah.
Consistent.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my biggest thing, is going to be to try it once school starts. Because, as a teacher, it's a little crazy, but as a choir teacher, it's even crazier because there's so many extra things on top of actually the regular job that gets very stressful for me. So that's why I'm just overwhelmed. So I've already talked to some of the people, like Amanda, the one that's doing the Shakeology challenge. She's actually at my school this year. She wasn't last year, but she's at my school, and she's going to be in my classroom, and she's like, hey, we should do something, and so I was thinking if I got those like size videos, or if I took in 21 Day Fix, like we could do them after school and have like a teacher group or whatever. And that would bring people in to see like changes, and also, like, just my lunch group and stuff. I have a lunch group that we all, eat lunch together. And, there's people in the school that I know that I could reach out to. And if we started something, and if I kind of was the, like, let's do this after school, or let's have a Biggest Loser type thing and use this and that and whatever. I think that would work because we don't have anything like that. And my principal is extremely active. Like, he's a runner and everything else. So that's going to be helpful because he'll be like, oh, yay. So I think it's all going to like work together, but I just have to figure out how to do it.
You see what I just said? Like, you're going to figure this all out before you start.
Yeah. So
That's exactly
I have dreams and goals. So that's what I'm.
okay.
And plus, we have like a workout room actually in the school because it's a middle school, and it's right across the hall from my room.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
it's like right
Cool.
there. So I was thinking, hey, we could go over and do it right there right after school or whenever. So,
Okay.
anyways.
Sweet. And that's what we like to call that as a fit club. And that's exactly what we do is you just invite people like to come over and you play the workout and you do it for free together. You just do it together and you expose people to it. Sometimes, you even like if you want to take your shakes in or something and blend it up and everybody can have a little taste afterwards or something too.
Yeah.
That's another thing. We're actually doing one for the Country Heat. One of the other coaches is having people over. So yeah, that's the line dancing one.
Yeah.
So what's that?
I said I'm excited about that. I used to do.
You're not excited, or you are?
Pushes me back to like my adolescence, like going to the country clubs and stuff. It's funny.
Yeah. You are excited, or you're not?
I am excited.
Oh,
I love line dancing. It's fun.
Yeah. So we're gonna preview that one too. So that's absolutely perfect. I'm writing a note here, and then we can work on that for how we can get that together during school for sure. Okay. So that will help with your time management of still getting your workouts in. And then we'll just need to help with like more, meal prep and making sure that you do that on Sundays.
Yeah.
Even though you're a coach on the team, I still would like to let you know that I'm your coach to help you, with your goals as well, your physical goals as well. So
that's always been I'm pretty good at working out and I enjoy working out. Like that's not an issue for me. But then I'll go home and eat, an ice cream sundae. So like the food has always been a rough thing, and plus my kids, they eat healthy. They eat healthier than I do half the time, but because I, make sure that they have every food group. But for me, it's like eating on the go. So that's why the Shakeology is going to be really nice in the morning because I can just grab it and go. But yeah, it's just planning. It's just, it really is. I'm going to have, crock pot meals are going to have to be what I do this year because by the time I get home, and get the kids home, then I have to go teach lessons. And sometimes that goes till 8:00. And so they have to have something to eat. So, and my husband does not cook. I wish he did, but he does not. So by the time he gets home at like 5:30 or 6, he has to eat too. So
yeah. And I tell you, having some kind of crock pot meals or some kind of like even freezer meals.
Right. Yeah, and my stepmom and I actually talked about before we started school to like run through some recipes and stuff because I had talked to her about that too. And so we were because her friend across the street is very active and just rode her bike like halfway across the country. And so we were gonna like sit down and I love getting new recipes and stuff and trying new things because I get sick of the same old stuff. So
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. And that, just to let you know, that's something that I, took me from, where I wanted to be to where I am now is to plan ahead. Just to plan ahead. And I took all of the crap out of my house. I don't have like any, and if it is something sweet or something, it's something that I don't like. Like when I go to get the kids something,
right.
They can be kids. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to get those Reese's peanut butter cups because I love those.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
I'll get like, something else that I have so you're not alone on that. That's huge for everybody, to plan ahead. And then once we get that down, then it'll be a big difference. So knowing that about how are you with, the summer with getting the meals together now though, and everything and planning ahead?
I do pretty well. We usually like my husband is actually he actually has a degree. He went to Akron U and got sports and exercise science. He's actually he actually works at the Town and Rec Center. So he was in the Marine Corps. Like he's a very like he's not. I can't say he's active. Like the thing is that he's naturally small. You know what I mean? He's never had issues with.
This is being recorded too. Just to let you know.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm just kidding.
But like, so he knows a lot of stuff, that I don't know, and then I can go to him for a lot of that kind of stuff. But he likes to clean eat, he likes to meats and vegetables, so it's very helpful in that he's fine with, a lot of the meals that we've done in the past. He likes those kind of things. So, I mostly get like meats and then I'll, figure out what kind of vegetable bowl to go with it, or like do like I might do crock pot or something like that. But sometimes I'll make something and I'll add like a potato, and then I just won't eat the potato, or or like a little bit of a potato, or
That's exactly what I do. Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I do pretty good over the summer. It's not bad. The worst part is during the day. I mean, because you're surrounded by food all the time. So, or like ice cream, going to get ice cream, or I did only get sherbet the other day when we went and got ice cream, though, instead of like a big chocolate sundae. So that was that was a step in the right direction for me.
That is, and that's things that you can share too. Like that's a non-scale victory. That's huge,
Yeah.
And then you're motivating others when they go to do that for themselves. I'm like, Julie can do it. I can do it. They'll say it all the time. I just found it.
I mean, I definitely think that if I could do this, like people would be motivated because they'd be like, whoa, she went from that to that. That would be great. Like.
And sharing little tips of just like that, how you did it one step at a time is going to be huge for people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be great. You're going to be doing this for yourself and then just sharing what you're doing.
Right.
And sharing your struggles, but how you overcame, you got to be real here too. And then, then you're definitely going to be inspiring people along the way. It's just a cool thing. So then they want to jump on board with you and do it. And it's just the whole paying it forward type thing while you're doing it for yourself. That's cool. Your husband has an exercise science degree. That's what I have a degree in as well.
Yeah.
So once we really show him what this is all about, maybe we'll.
Yeah. I think he more worries about that. He just wants me to stick with it. Like that he is fine with, he's awesome with like my ups and downs. Like he has no problems with that. He doesn't care what I look like, which is great. I mean, it's not like I have to worry about that, but, I think he just he doesn't want me to just jump into something and then just jump out, so it's going to take some time. I know. And I know financially, that's the hardest part right now. So, I want to show him that not only is it going to be good for me and make me a happier person, but also help our finances a little bit. So if we can do that, I think he'd be on board even more. So.
Well, yeah. And you just made 25% commission off of those. Would you do 3 sampler packs?
Yep.
So you covered your monthly fee that we were worried about and a little bit more.
Right.
But then we'll get it to where we're going to start inviting people to challenge groups. Mm-hmm. And we'll like them to either, we really want them to get the challenge pack because that's what's going to give them everything to be successful, the Shakeology, the whole program and the whole eating plan. So then, those range from 140 to, 160, I think Country Heat's going to be, but, then start to make 25% off of that. And did you get to see the Team Volume video that I shared with you?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
That was funny.
It is funny, but it kind of helped it click for me because the way that network marketing works and the way that Team Volume works is like Chinese to me for 6 months.
Yeah.
So did that help with how, talking about your next goal is the 3 goals that you want to make sure that you reach as a new coach is to get your product paid for, reach Emerald status, and reach Success Club. So the first one to talk about, you got your fee paid for that we were worried about. So we got that paid for. We got one checklist. I'll check off the list. And then the reaching Emerald rank. So did that help to understand like how the Emerald rank works a little bit?
Yeah, and it was interesting to me. Like I thought whoever signed up first was just automatically there in like the different spots. But like I saw that online, you could actually change where like your week person, like the week, and like move them around, which is interesting. Like that whole thing is a little confusing to me, but I see where that works and how to move things around but I just, it's a little confusing. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, there is. What we can do just to start out though, is what I'd like you to do is if you have a pencil and paper with you right now.
Yep.
Is just draw a circle at the top and put you, Coach Julie. We're opening up Coach Julie right now, her business, and then draw, a line coming off of each side, like one line, and then draw another circle and another circle. So you have you at the top, and then you have 2 circles.
Yep.
So then you have your right and your left leg. So all you need to do is get a coach on your right and a coach on your left. They don't have to be active, and then you'll have Emerald status.
Right.
Easy peasy. And the way that we like to, and I think this is even how you first signed up, is, you know, you can give them the option of being a discount coach. They don't have to be an active coach, you know, or you can have the customer account type of thing. So
Right.
I like to just let them know, you know, if you have a goal of getting to losing, you know, 40, 50 pounds or something, that, you know, you'd like to keep rolling with this for the average is probably 10 to 15 pounds a month. So just let them know about that and then offer the discount, whatever. So that's just your first step to get to Emerald. And once we start inviting to this next challenge group, which I have to share my calendar and the team page today, to make like a big note of that to do first. Let me do that in my notes. I also have, like, in my phone, you know how you can write notes? That's where I keep all of my stuff. So you're going to be bombarded with like scripts and stuff that I share in the group, or video clips, or, you know, gosh, so many different things. So to try and think of a way to start organizing yourself now, maybe like in Google Docs or something. I just figured out Google Docs. If you're good at Google Docs, I wish I would have figured that out like when I first started. So,
Yeah.
but
I really like that contact list though that was shared along the way somewhere. I don't know, that there's a contact list that I came across. I don't know if it was from the quick start thing, but anyways, I downloaded that and put all the people that I've talked to so far and like what they said, because I had a lot of people that were like, I can't do Shakeology, but like I mean, I've run across a lot of people that I know want to lose weight or are trying to lose weight in a certain way, and you know, are timid about shakes, you know, or, you know, that kind of thing. So I wrote, you know, I just took little notes and said, hey, this is what they said. And then I put, you know, like, what should I do next? Like, I liked that because it was like step 1, 2, 3, 4 or whatever. Okay. So I have like a whole list of like 16 people so far or whatever, but
nice.
That I've contacted and kind of, you know, at least planted a seed there. So
yeah, totally. Okay, share calendar. I'm like, what did I just say I wanted to do?
No, sorry.
That's fine. Share calendar, because then we're going to invite to the next, you know, challenge group. And the thing with that is we're going to get better at dealing with objections, because I was the same way about a shake. You know, it's a lot of, and with you too, I want to share with Julie the how to lead a conversation. So it's a lot of feel, felt, found that you do with them. I don't know if you've ever heard of that technique, but I realized that I was just doing it in my conversations anyways. And I'm like, oh, hey, that's really a thing. Like, you tell them, oh, I totally understand how you feel. You know, and they're saying like, oh, I really don't like shakes, or, you know, I'm kind of weary of that. And I would say I felt the same way. Like, I thought they were all gimmicky, and, you know, I never knew which one was the good one to get. And then I found, feel, felt, found, you know, because I totally understand how you feel. I felt the same way. And then what I found, and then when you do that found part, you're going to add value to whatever they're giving you an objection about. You know what I mean? Like, you know, then I found that Shakeology has like the highest integrity of, you know, all natural, da, da, da. And you can list off all this thing about and what it did for you. Make sure you say like what it did for you, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we can work through, you know, those objections together. If you have some people who just, that's why I asked you to share like what, who was it, Lindsay or Tina or something, that said they got their wisdom teeth pulled. I'm like, that's all I could eat when I got my teeth pulled.
Yeah.
But you probably thought of that, but she already got it done. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that, I mean, I didn't want to push her because I know that she'll be on board, because I see her every day. Like, I start there and she see me drink Shakeology for like, you know, with all these other challenges, and I've talked to her about the challenges I've been in before. So I know I've already like kind of talked to her and like felt her out. So I know that she'll join, and I know that it's not a money thing for her. Like, not that she has a lot of money, but if it's going to help her like health, then she'll be on board. So I didn't want to like push this one since she was going through something. I just wanted to like wait it out for her, because I know she'll come around. So
okay, perfect.
Yeah. So
when talking with you, I feel like you've already got all this. Like I said, you've already got all this down. The only thing that I can see, not the only thing, but the biggest thing, because you're going to constantly be learning. Like, I'm still learning and then sharing what I'm learning with the newer coaches type thing. But if you can be okay with when you get to an objection with a person and you can take a screenshot and share that in the team page and keep learning how to go through those objections,
Yeah.
then you're going to fly. And you just need to share your story.
Okay.
You just need to share your story and your journey. And those are two of the biggest things right now for you. I feel like you've got everything else figured out. But I'm trying to think of what else there. And then, we'll go over like what we're going to do about the next challenge group and stuff and how to send out those invites. But yeah, sharing what you're doing and just being okay with sharing, what the people say to, with their next step, and you kind of get stuck. And then we'll work through those. And then, like you said, if they really don't want to do it, then we put them on the list and we have a free event or something, or we have the next Shakeology event and we just keep inviting them too. That sounds amazing. You've got it spot on. Love it. So this is awesome. I'm like, it doesn't really happen this way usually. So I'm kind of like, hey, what do we talk about next? We could just be done. But I do want to let you know about Success Starters. Did you get to see about that?
I did. I forget
and
where.
What Success Club is?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that makes sense about the 2 points for the challenge pack and.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at different things to see like where the points were and how the things all work together and stuff. So I was checking that out last night. And, when you said, oh, you're not going to be up and be active. And I was like, oh, I didn't even see the little numbers there next to the different things. So I was like adding up different things and seeing like how much, how many points and stuff. So
I should check to see. Did you look to see today if you are active? Because if you have volume coming in from your customers, then sometimes that gives you enough to be active. Well, I can look when we get off the call and let you know, but
okay. I know last night I wasn't but I was looking at different things like if I got this, could I be active?
Okay.
But the problem is that like I bought my stepmom couldn't figure out how to do it. So I bought her like sampler pack or whatever. Like not through my own, but through the link. But
like set her up an account?
Yeah.
Okay. But through your account.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So I just paid for it. That's all I did. She set up her email and everything else, but I just paid for it because she couldn't figure out how to do it. I'm like, I'll just pay for it and you pay me back. So we did that last night. Yeah, I was just kind of looking at all the different like how much the size DVDs are going to be and stuff. So.
And how much did you see? Did you notice like where it has the personal volume and?
Yeah, it was like 50. The points were like 50. I think it was like 50 something.
Okay, yeah, I feel like it should be more than enough. Okay, yeah. So that's going to happen tomorrow, and then you'll be active and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So
is it like week to week? Is that how it is?
No, it'll be within every 30 days.
Okay, so when is is it like 1st through the 30th, or is it like 15?
From the day that you get those personal volume points.
Oh, okay. Okay. So even if I do it on Friday, it will still it will bump me up to active.
It will keep you active until 30 days from that.
Right. Okay. All right. That's what I was wondering. I was like, when you said Thursday, I was like, is it like a 15th thing? Oh. Like it has to happen before the 15th?
No. Yeah, you're right. That's a good question because our week goes from Thursday is the first day of the week till Wednesday. So you got paid today. Actually, you should check in your bank account to see. Okay. And then that's a good thing to show your husband.
Right. That would be good.
Mm-hmm. Look, honey, I just did this within 1 week. I mean, that's pretty cool. Yeah. And that's just with Shakeology samplers. When you start, like I said, when we start getting this more with challenge packs. I mean, I think it's awesome because you were able to reach out to people and we had a price of $4.95 or whatever.
Right.
To get them on board. You will have people that, will start reaching out about the challenge group and it'll be a price of $140, $160. And they're either going to jump on it, or they're going to make it happen somehow, or they're going to, have to budget it in and wait a couple months. And so that's when we can introduce them with the Shakeology challenge and then keep doing that type of thing. But so that'll be great to check your bank account and share that with him as well. But I forget where we were before that, before the
We were just talking about the
Success Club. Okay, Success Club.
yeah.
Okay, so getting the challenge pack, getting the challenge packs sold, and then or getting everybody started with a challenge pack. And I, just keep that in your heart that it's so crucial for them to start with every single aspect of this. And I just feel like it's easier to do. Like you have Shakeology, you can do it without Shakeology, I tell people. But I just feel it's a lot easier. I see better results when I stay on my Shakeology, and you're a advocate of that, so you'll agree with that. But when they get a challenge pack, then that's 2 points. Then they also offer that if somebody just gets Shakeology, that it's on home direct, then it's 1 point that you get. I never have somebody just get Shakeology. And if you have somebody say, just want to get some more Shakeology or something, then let me know, because there's ways that it's cheaper to buy a challenge pack than just buy Shakeology. It baffles me. I'm like, please don't just buy Shakeology, because you can get a free program pretty much if you do it this way.
Right.
So just to keep that in mind, you're pretty much just going to get the 2 points every time from the challenge pack. So they give you a benchmark of Success Club 5 every month. I say go for 10, go for 15. That's 5, 6, 7 people a month. So aim high, and you're definitely going to get 5. If you just reach for 5, then that's what I've been telling a lot of people, then you might not go there. So aim high. We're going to bang this out as much as we can in this next 5 weeks. Well, we got some time with you here. So then when you reach Success Club 5 in your first 3 months, then you get Success Starters. And that's pretty awesome, because then you get a free ticket to Summit, which is our Nashville coach, what would I call it? Convention, yeah.
Convention, yeah.
That thing where all of us go to. So yeah, we're going to that. That's actually in a couple weeks, like 2 weeks from yesterday.
Yeah, I saw it was like 19 days or 14 days.
Yeah. I can't believe it's going to be here before we know it. So it's awesome. There's so much positive energy, and you learn so much, and you meet so many cool people. And that ticket's like $300. So Success Starters, you're going to get that for free. So those are the 3 things I just wanted to make sure we talk about there. Next, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to work on how we're going to promote Country Heat, and how we're going to promote the next, like, whatever we want to call it, 21-day fix, 21-day challenge, or 3-week summer, whatever challenge. Okay. And then share like an invite that we're going to send out to people on that. So what I like to do is create a marketing strategy, and I'll show you the calendar, when I post that in the group. And we try and pick out like when we're going to actually hold those challenge groups. And then you go back a couple weeks and you think about when you're going to start promoting on your page, and when you're going to start really sending out a lot of invites for that and get people started in those groups. So sharing your like page, I guess, to go over to recap your things to work on, sharing your like, or getting your like page started. Yep. I'm super excited to see. I love when new coaches get their like page started. Okay.
Yeah, my sad part was that, like, when I was putting in pictures, they're like, put a before and after picture. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to put a picture right now, because I can't really put a before and after picture yet. Eventually, that's my goal.
All right.
To have an after photo.
That's cool.
I have photos of when I had lost a lot of weight, but that would be not so good, because that's not what I look like.
Okay. And that's even things to share. Like, this is what I'm going for. I did it before, and I know I can do it again. I just need this and this and this. And then that's when you're also adding value to the challenge group. I know that I need the support, and I get the support from all the people in the challenge group, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, there's tons of ways to, and I've even had some people take a picture of themselves. That's kind of nerve-wracking, but take a picture of themselves on one side, and then the other side say, like, after picture with a question mark or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that. So that, and when I do that to myself, that I say, okay, I'm starting like this program on this day, here I go. And I put it out to the world. I'm like, I really got to do this. Like I'm holding myself accountable.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm going for. I'm like, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm showing people that I can do this. Maybe people will follow me if I do this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they will. And I have another new coach, Shannon, that she's like getting tons of, I'm like, she sends me messages. I lost 2 pounds today. I can't believe it. I'm like, put that on your wall. And then she has like 30 people that are like cheering her on, you know? So,
Yeah.
So that'll be great. Like getting your like page started, make sure it's public. If you need help with how to do a cover photo, how good are you with computers and technology and crafty and stuff like that?
Pretty good. I'm not
Good.
bad.
You sound like I haven't had to help you with any of that stuff.
No, I'm pretty good at figuring it. Like if I don't know how to do it, I'll figure it out. Like
Awesome. Perfect. So if you want to write this down, there's PicMonkey, PIC, and then monkey, picmonkey.com. And then just like YouTube search, PicMonkey Beachbody tutorial. I didn't do that the first time, and I wasted 5 hours of my life trying to figure it out. So do the tutorial, but then that's just something where you can put together a cover photo, because since you're opening up Coach Julie business right now, then you want to have your storefront.
Yeah.
And you can look at another thing to do that's good is search the top 10 coaches in the network right now. Just do a YouTube search, top 10 Beachbody coaches. And then you can go to their like pages and see what they're, to get some ideas.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting too, because like, starting a business, I did that with my lessons like recently, and I kind of had to start from, bottom up and try to figure out like the same kind of thing, like how to promote. And I started with one person and now I have 17, like that I have 17 students. So that's what I'm like, it's kind of funny because I'm like trying to do the same kind of thing, and think, okay, so what did I do? And plus I'm on like a bunch of like Facebook business pages and stuff like in the area. So that would be helpful because then I can post on there and say, hey, check this out. So, and that's what I use for my studio too. So it's like, I can kind of like, there's a lot of things that I've used before that I can do with this. So yeah.
Can you believe that I was hesitant to ask you about this and to reach out to you about this? So just a lesson for us and a lesson for me right now. You never know, like I'm almost going to be in tears right now. You never know who will be good at this and who will need this and who will run with this. So I need to get out and reach out to more people. And a lesson to you too is if you're hesitant about reaching out to somebody about this opportunity, don't, because you never know.
Yeah.
I'm just floored at how much you know and how you're going to run with this. Like I'm just baffled. I'm so excited. Okay. So yes, that's awesome. Exactly what you did for your lessons. Do that for your coach business page as well.
Okay.
And my child is yelling for me. So
yeah, I know. My son just woke up. He's yelling through the monitor, "Mom, come get me, Mom."
Yeah, he was yelling from the top of the probably in the bathroom. I need to help him wipe. So the other thing is we're going to, think about how to share your Shakeology journey. And then we'll talk about how we're going to do the inviting for the next things coming up. And I think, you're good right there. Just make sure that you're sharing the objections that you're getting. And let's run with that. Okay, I'm coming. It was so awesome to talk with you, Julie. I'm super, super thrilled to be on this journey with you. And you're just going to do amazing things.
I'm excited.
Feel that? Do you feel it?
I do. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm trying to like take it one step at a time.
Okay, that's good. And that's how I want to be with you too. I want to give you, it's like chess. I want to give you a couple moves and then you do a couple moves back. But if you feel like you can do 5 moves, I'll do it with you. So like I said, if you have something figured out before I tell you, just let me know. Hey, I found this. What do you think? I'm going to run with it. Go with it. So the other thing too, I want to ask you real quick is within that Smart Start training, I do like to announce you as a coach. So are we going to be all good with going with that? And this is full on, right?
Yep.
Okay. I thought we were like proving it to your husband first before we were going with it, but
yeah, well, I think the only way to prove it is to actually like show him that I can do this. So
okay. And you already kind of,
as long as we can bring in some money in the process, I think it'll be fine.
You already showed him that first step we wanted to do. So
right.
And announcing you as a coach is going to give you more hype, and it's going to give you a chance to kind of tell your story of why you decided to do this in a couple sentences. And then I like to have you present yourself as Coach Julie is, you know, now here, and this is, you kind of tell your story a little bit more, and we'll work through that, like how to share that.
Yeah.
Child was never yelled so loud. So those are our other 2 steps that I want to start doing. So we'll talk about announcing you as well. Let me put that here. That'll be your next step. And then what I just like to ask is send me, you know, your favorite picture of yourself, and then, you know, like a family picture if you want. It doesn't have to be both, but I like to do both of those on the announcement.
Okay.
And then like 2 to 3 sentences of, you know, why you decided to be a coach, what Beachbody has done for you, how it's helped you, and how you want to pay it forward.
Okay.
And I'll put that together for you too. So.
Okay.
Okay.
And this like goes out on your page as like a tag type thing?
It does. It will go out on my page, and then, you know, you can allow it to be on your page. That's the other thing too, is I don't know if you already have that set up where you have to approve tags.
Yeah.
So make sure that you approve that and let that go through. And other coaches will start to tag you in other announcements too. And you can kind of pick and choose, like, ooh, that's a really good story, and I want all of my people to see like this person being a coach and building their business, and that would speak to some of my other people. So that's how I kind of pick and choose like what goes through on the tags. So, okay, how you feeling? Good? Not too much?
Nope.
Okay. You have a fun
I'll work
thing.
on the website today. I got the Facebook thing. That will be done by this evening.
Okay, awesome. Well, let me know when you get that set up, and then when you do, like, it's fun to post in the team page and say, hey guys, I have my, you know, like page set up. And another thing too is within our team, it's okay to like other pages kind of, but make sure that you're not liking top coaches pages. Did I already mention that at all?
No, but I read the Facebook tips and tricks thing, and it was saying something about not liking other people's just because then it goes to them. And
yeah, their pages are public. And then you
Yeah.
know, liking top coaches pages, then it comes up in your friends' newsfeed that you like them and they're heavy recruiters and
yeah.
that type of thing. So just go and check them out and stalk and get ideas, but don't
Yeah.
like anything. So cool. Like it in your heart, but don't like it on Facebook. So.
Right.
All right, girl. I'm going to let you go and run. Keep me posted on how you're doing throughout the day and if you have any questions, and I'll do that posting in the team page to let you know about the next steps of inviting.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. I'll talk with you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye.